Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Real Legend of Gaming. We are here with Lionheart Dark Moon. And if you folks are familiar with Lionheart Tactics, this is the sequel to that game. It is the follow-up. And it released today on the App Store. So be sure to download it, folks. So before we even go into a review, let's check out the cutscene for the game. And I'm going to tell you right off the bat, you're going to fall in love with how amazing it looks. And those are some things that I always look for when I'm doing a review. Is how beautiful the artwork is, how detailed the images are, and just how smooth it is. So let's check this out, and then afterwards we'll show you gameplay. All right, folks?
Is a magical place, a doorway of sorts, where the spirits of the world can be sensed, and with the right key, summoned. To keep it safe, an order known as the Vault Keepers was founded, and a walled city built around it. For 1,000 years, the Order kept watch, until one night, during a lunar eclipse, something evil came knocking. And in those moments, the last Vault Keeper had only one thought: protect the vault. Wounded, he roared in defiance, channeling the last of his magic into the artifact he'd protected for so long. And the great key, the one thing that could open the gate, just came apart. In front of him, the monster frothed in rage, sensing its prize slip away. The fragments fell across the world like stardust, where silently and unseen they lay hidden, waiting to be found.
So, folks, what did you think about that intro to the game? Definitely drop a comment down below and let me know what were your thoughts on that intro. I thought it was pretty cool. You know, you've seen this really tough-looking knight who had an easy time getting through the first wave of enemies. Then all of a sudden, this giant evil spirit just summons and wipes him out. So it's pretty sad to see that because I really thought the knight was going to get it done. But nonetheless, you know, you've seen the aftermath now. You're in this town. You have two survivors, which is Timothy and Natalia. Timothy will be the warrior of the team. Natalia, I got the impression, was like a mage. So it'll be very cool to get to know these characters as the story goes along. And we're going to show you some gameplay right away because the first match is a story mission that needs to be done. So you'll meet Timothy, you'll see how he functions, and then you'll also get to see what Natalia's skills are. Now, this is a turn-based RPG. So as soon as you attack, the opponent attacks, and and it keeps going that way. Obviously, there's advantages to certain moves, and also you want to bear in mind when you look on top of the opponent, if they have arrows, green arrows facing up, that means you have an advantage. So obviously, you have to attack them with the tactical advantage, and then use the skills of your team in order to help one member of your team fight better, or to heal somebody, which you'll see later on. Now, you see that Natalia has Spellbook. It's a weak attack, but if you look at the HP bar on top of the enemy, it's just enough to get through. Now, Timothy also has a move that is called Whirlwind. that allows you to attack multiple enemies at once. So it's a perfect opportunity to do it now when you have 2 enemies. And then Natalia has a skill that's called Mana Charge, which allows you to double any damage on that for an ally. Now, I didn't realize that skill was available at first. So what I definitely recommend for you guys is like when you're in a match against multiple opponents, have Timothy do a standard attack on whoever he has an advantage on, and then have Natalia follow up with that Mana Charge so that on the next turn, Timothy can do the Whirlwind and do double the damage. And then you're able to take out the team with ease. Now, in the beginning of the game, it's going to be pretty simple. These battles, you're going to be able to go right through. And this is why I said it's kind of similar to Summoner's War. Because in the sections here, it's just straight up going through your waves. The third wave will be your stronger opponent, but it's not really that difficult. Now, what you do unlock is keys. Using these keys allow you to summon other warriors to your team. So we got somebody called Sap who looks like Groot from Guardians of Galaxy. So I thought that was pretty funny. But Sap is pretty cool. Sap being short for sapling, he's able to heal you with special powers that he has. So we're gonna do the next mission, which will be the Belanger Company. And right there, you can add your teammate. Once you hit level 6, you're able to have 4 members on your team. So pretty much straightforward, right? You get through the waves, you unlock a chest at the end. That chest can have items, which includes keys, and the keys you use to summon your heroes. Now, from what I've been reading online, you're able to unlock more heroes to add to your team. There's a total of 100 different warriors that you can unlock. And you can also unlock pets, which have a special effect on your team. Now you see here, these enemies, they're light work. But they do have their advantages. And from my experience with games similar to this, they will become a lot more difficult. So you will have to go back to earlier missions to grind to get your characters level up in order to be able to compete in the higher arenas. Now this game can be played with other members, right? Because there's guilds in which you guys can all participate in a clan's progress. I played this game for the first 20 minutes, so I didn't unlock that section. However, I did want to read some information and provide you guys for this review. Now, there's a lot of single player missions as well. There's also modes where you can compete against other warriors as well, one-on-one. So it does have a multiplayer aspect to it as well. That I didn't unlock either. But I can do a follow-up video based on the comments I get down below. So let's say like if this video gets like 10 to 20 likes and there's a lot of comments asking for follow-up videos, then I'll definitely do that for you guys. But just to keep the theme of doing a mobile game review every Thursday, my intention is to do something new once a week. But based on you guys' feedback, I can do another video, anytime on my other slots, which is no problem. So this guy here is the third wave enemy. If you follow the story, then you understand who he is. So we got to use all our attacks together in order to maximize what we're doing. The enemies also have special moves as well. So depending on your class, you could take a lot more damage. So that's something to be mindful for. Make sure you're using your heals. We use Sap to do a heal. Now also 2 of your teammates can do something called Friendship Combo, which you guys will do like a special move together. So I thought that was pretty cool. Very unexpected. I didn't know that was going to happen. So I was pretty hype about that. So you meet another character here. Not going to pronounce his name. I have no idea to say. I think it's what? Rabelace. And he's basically, giving you some background story to what's going on. And he'll be very helpful going forward. And there you go. You got another chest. Let's see what we get in this one. I actually don't recall. So you get some gems. We're able to level up. So he's giving us explanation on potions. So these potions you can use to gain XP. That will help you level up as well. So you tap the potion right next to your character level bar and you see that the XP goes up. And when you level up, obviously your stats go up, right? That's pretty standard. Now Natalia is, going into more details about what happened. and you guys are going to prepare for the final mission of the wave, in which you're going to fight the boss called Reaver Cleaver. This guy sounds pretty epic, and I'm going to tell you that the boss fights at the end of the waves or story missions are a lot stronger. So you can't just go in there. It's not going to be super breeze. You got to have some strategy. Got to use your healer the right way. With Natalia, you got to make sure you maximize that mana charge. And I'm very excited to see what other skills they unlock, because that's just the whole point of these progression systems, right? To be able to become stronger, but also to unlock stronger skills and abilities. So we got this guy here with another friendship combo. That's really fun to watch. And aside from the gameplay, like if you really break down and look at the environmental aspect of the game, like it's beautiful. The images are crispy. I'm currently playing this on the iPhone 7 Plus. So on the screen, it just looked amazing. Everything was very detailed, very sharp images. So I was really content with it. And the game, the background music was pretty nice too, pretty mellow. Suit the game very well. So if you're into that, then you'll be pleased with it, especially if you play these games with your headphones on. So, you definitely won't be annoyed. So now we're going to go into this boss battle here against Reaver Cleaver. Now this guy looks pretty epic. I'm not even going to lie to you. If he was on my team, I would not be upset. First of all, he's got the Super 6 sword. Looks like a sword from Destiny, right? Pretty crazy. His armor is insane too. So I don't know if we get this guy later on in the game or if you're going to lock him, but that would be pretty cool. So he's going to hit us with a move called Black Hand. That just sounds powerful. And it really is. So it really hurt Natalia. So that's the first thing you want to do is try to heal her, because she's a very important character on the team. We'll do the mana charge on Timothy like we said earlier. So he's got that attack buff. Use sap to heal up. And now we're just going to focus on attacking Cleaver. Cleaver has 35 HP. That's a lot, considering that all the other enemies had about 10. So right there, because we had a double buff, we're able to do 10 damage. So that was really sufficient right there. It looks like Sap did a strong attack as well. But being that Cleaver has an advantage over Natalia, her attacks are not effective. So I believe it's called, what, non-effective in Pokemon terms? And there we go. We took him out. Now, when you defeat a boss, you get a better chest. And you also get rewards, I guess like in-game achievements. So you'll see that very shortly. So there's more story. Rabelace. I don't know how to say his name, so don't kill me, folks. And if you know how to say it, you're the MVP. So he's giving you more story. And again, like I said earlier, there's a decent amount of story in the game. It's not overwhelming, right? It's not where you're reading for 10 minutes and then you're going to go into the game. It's not like that. So we'll get 2 potions right there and some coins. And I left this here because I wanted to show you how quick the load time was. So it's pretty good. If you have a good Wi-Fi or data connection, then you're going to be okay. So this is more cutscene where they're giving you more insight to what's next, what to expect on your journey, and how important it is for you guys to get this done. So yeah, you just read through it. This part here, you have to tap the screen so it doesn't play through like a movie. So, as soon as you read it, obviously you keep going. But we're at the end of this video, so I'll give you pretty much a complete review right now. Based on what we played so far, right? You got to bear that in mind. So, playing the first 3 missions of the game, I liked it a lot. And I said that a lot throughout the video. But if you want like something concrete, if you're looking for a game to play like during a lunch break, or if you have maybe a quick run where you have like 10-15 minutes to spare, then this is a pretty good game to pick up. The missions are not that long. They're a few minutes. I'm sure it'll get a little more difficult as the chapters progress, but nonetheless, I was pretty impressed with how smooth everything went. The skills all made sense. The heroes worked very well together, so you definitely would want to have different types, and I like that. I don't like games where you're forced to stack up on a certain type of class, it just makes it boring after a while. So everything played nicely. You already know how I feel about how the game looks, how the sounds are. So we'll save that part. But I really think that you guys should give it a try. The game is free, so definitely download it from the App Store, Android. I think the Android is coming out soon. I read something earlier where it did not launch today, but I could be wrong. If I am, then feel free to drop a comment below. Don't kill me for it. Just say, hey, the game dropped on Android, and then I'll pin your comment so the other people can see it. But other than that, folks, man, I really, again, think you should download it, give it a try. This is in a time where there's not that many great mobile games out right now, or at least none that have a huge replay value. I mean, I think like Red Tides is pretty good. We did a review on that last week. You have the Shadow War mobile game. We did a review 2 weeks ago. So those are pretty solid. Then you got Clash Royale, which is the game that we cover on this channel. So this is a few to name. But besides that, folks, definitely, I appreciate you watching this video, especially up to this point. Based on the number of likes I get, I will make a follow-up video to this. And other than that, definitely subscribe to the channel. We're doing mobile game reviews every Thursday. We're also streaming on Twitch. So be sure to check us out over there, where we're going to be streaming Shadow War for mostly the entire month. And we're also streaming Resident Evil 5 for the Shocktober Fright Night stream concept that we have going on with Jar Syndicate. So be sure to check that out. As always, folks, appreciate the support. Peace out.